Let me hit you with something that most men never think about. Your gut might be the silent killer of your testosterone. It doesn't matter how hard you train, how clean you think you're eating, or how many ice baths you take. If your gut health is off, your testosterone is getting hammered behind the scenes. We've been told for years to eat clean, avoid junk food, and cut sugar. Good advice, but the real problem is deeper than that. Your gut isn't just a digestion pipe, it's a hormone regulating powerhouse. It controls inflammation, nutrient absorption, and even how much testosterone your body can produce and hold on to. And here's a crazy part. Some of the healthiest guts in the world belong to men who don't eat keto, don't count macros, and don't live in the gym. Let's get into it. What the healthiest guts in the world are doing right. When researchers analysed gut microbiomes across continents, something jumped out. A shocking contrast in the diversity and quality of gut bacteria between traditional populations and the modern Western world. A groundbreaking study titled Diet and the Human Gut Microbiome, an International Perspective, published in Cell Host and Microbe, laid it out clearly. The researchers looked at gut samples from over 60 adults in vastly different dietary environments, from the rural villages of Malawi and the Amazon to urban centres in the US and Europe. What did they find? Men in regions like rural Africa, certain parts of India, and isolated South American communities had significantly richer and more diverse microbiomes. Their guts were teeming with different species of beneficial bacteria that modern men are now largely missing. And it wasn't because they were doing 24-hour juice cleanses or drinking probiotic shots. It came down to real food, untouched, unprocessed, straight from the earth or the animal. These populations consumed a broad spectrum of seasonal whole foods, fibrous roots, wild vegetables, fermented tubers, fresh meat, and naturally occurring probiotics from fermented staples. Their diets weren't low carb or high protein, they were simply balanced, consistent, and nutrient dense. They didn't rely on labels like gluten-free or keto, they just ate what their land provided. In stark contrast, men in the US, UK, and Australia showed alarming trends, reduced bacterial diversity, and an overgrowth of certain strains like firmicutes. This particular group of bacteria, while not inherently bad, becomes problematic when dominant. Excess firmicutes has been strongly associated with obesity, systemic inflammation, insulin resistance, and, you guessed it, lower testosterone levels. These same men consumed more ultra-processed meats, sugary cereals, refined carbohydrates, and lacked basic dietary fibre. The Western diet has become sterilised. We've traded food quality for shelf life, swapped nutrient density for convenience, and lost microbial richness that helps regulate everything from mood to testosterone production. But let's break it down even further. Gut health isn't just about the presence or absence of bacteria, it's about how those bacteria interact with your immune system, your hormones, and your digestive rhythm. It affects gut motility, how well your food moves through you, inflammation levels, and permeability of your intestinal lining, aka leaky gut, and your ability to extract and absorb testosterone-boosting nutrients like zinc, magnesium, vitamin A, and cholesterol. If you're not absorbing what you eat, you're starving your hormones, even on a high-quality diet. So when we talk about building testosterone naturally, we can't ignore what the healthiest men in the world are doing right. Eating real food, connected to nature, and respecting the microbiome as a living system. You can't out-supplement a broken gut, you have to fix the terrain. The 3 pillars of a gut-healthy, testosterone-boosting diet. Number 1, build a resilient microbiome. Diversity is king. Think of your gut microbiome like your internal army. The more diverse your troops, the better they can defend, repair, and build. Diversity in your gut bacteria is like a diversified investment portfolio. It spreads the risk, increases stability, and delivers long-term growth. Different bacterial strains perform different tasks, breaking down complex carbs, neutralizing toxins, regulating inflammation, producing neurotransmitters, and yes, even influencing testosterone metabolism. A 2020 study titled Fiber and Prebiotics Mechanisms and Health Benefits, published in Nutrients, confirmed that fiber-rich whole foods are the lifeblood of beneficial gut bacteria. But this isn't just about throwing some spinach on your plate. You need depth and breadth. Tubers like sweet potatoes and yams, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cabbage, fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut and kefir, plus legumes like lentils, chickpeas and black beans. Here's why this matters for testosterone. Certain strains of gut bacteria, particularly those in the Bacteroidetes phylum, have been shown to metabolize dietary cholesterol and convert it into androgens, the building blocks of testosterone. This means your gut isn't just helping you digest, it's actively participating in hormone synthesis. If you're not feeding the right bacteria, you're literally cutting off the production line before testosterone even has a chance to form. What's more, diversity in gut flora helps regulate inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation blunts the hypothalamic pituitary glandal HPG axis, the hormonal circuit that controls testosterone production. A well-fed, diverse microbiome helps cool inflammation down, creating a hormonal environment where testosterone can thrive. And don't overlook fermented foods. These aren't just trendy wellness items, they seed your gut with live, beneficial organisms. Kefir, for example, contains over 30 strains of good bacteria and yeast. This type of microbial reinforcement can rebalance a disrupted gut, improve nutrient absorption, and reduce cortisol, a known testosterone killer. So the bottom line, a high-fiber, plant-diverse, fermented food-rich diet isn't just good for your digestion, it's a direct fuel source for your testosterone pipeline. 2. Protect your gut lining. Leaky gut isn't just a buzzword, it literally means your gut lining is compromised and molecules that don't belong in your bloodstream are slipping through, causing inflammation. Chronic inflammation is kryptonite for testosterone. A paper from World Journal of Gastroenterology titled Intestinal Permeability and Relation to Metabolic Diseases 2016 confirmed that gut permeability is linked to metabolic syndrome, insulin resistance, and reduced hormone production. Solutions: collagen peptides or bone broth daily, L-glutamine 1 to 2 grams per day, rich foods like oysters and grass-fed beef, avoid alcohol, seed oils and emulsifiers, polysorbate 80, carboxymethylcellulose. 3. Boost motility and reduce inflammation. If your gut is sluggish, your hormones are sluggish. A stagnant digestive system increases estrogen reabsorption, lowers energy, and worsens nutrient absorption. A 2021 study in Frontiers in Nutrition titled Physical Activity and the Gut Microbiome, a systematic review, found that movement improves microbial diversity and gut transit time. Translation: you don't need to run marathons, but walking after meals, lifting weights, and not sitting all day helps your gut and your hormones. What the testosterone diet actually looks like. Here's a diet drawn from the most gut-healthy regions in the world and backed by testosterone-optimising science. Breakfast or brunch if you're fractal eating, 3 to 4 organic eggs, rich in cholesterol and choline. Sourdough toast or sweet potato, fermented sauerkraut or kimchi, small serving of berries, blackberries or blueberries, black coffee or matcha. For lunch, grass-fed beef or wild salmon, lentils or black beans, spinach, rocket, beetroot salad with olive oil, glass of kefir or goat's milk, yogurt. Dinner, roasted chicken thigh with the skin, steamed vegetables with turmeric and black pepper, quinoa or wild rice, bone broth or collagen drink. Optional snack, Brazil nuts, which contain selenium, a chai pudding with cinnamon and flax. Notice something? High protein, moderate carbs from whole sources, healthy fats, fermented foods, fiber and polyphenols. No processed junk, no random supplements. 5 science-backed boosters that supercharge the gut. Number 1, creatine. Yes, creatine. A 2022 paper in Nutrients titled The Impact of Creatine Supplementation on Gut Function and Inflammation found it improves intestinal barrier function and reduces gut inflammation. It also increases ATP in enterocytes, your gut lining cells. Dose 3 grams per day, no loading needed. 2. Polyphenols. Polyphenols aren't just good for your brain, They fuel good bacteria. A study in antioxidants titled Dietary Polyphenols and the Gut Microbiota 2021 found that polyphenols act like prebiotics, selectively feeding beneficial species. Where to get them? Blueberries, blackberries, green tea, pomegranates. 3 spices that heal. Turmeric, ginger, cumin. These are anti-inflammatory, gut motility supporting, and microbiome friendly. The journal Molecules published a study titled Curcumin and Gut Microbiota from Development Therapy 2020 showing that curcumin modulates the gut flora and strengthens the gut barrier. 4. Intermittent fasting or fractal eating. Time between meals matters. Let your gut rest. A 2020 study in Cell Metabolism titled Time Restricted Eating for the Prevention and Management of Metabolic Diseases found that intermittent fasting improves microbiome diversity, reduces gut inflammation, and improves insulin sensitivity. Try a 16-8 schedule or eat 2 larger meals per day like traditional cultures. Gut killers that crush testosterone. Alcohol, even 1 to 2 drinks, disrupts gut flora, increases leaky gut, and suppresses testosterone. Ultra-processed foods, emulsifiers, and seed oils wreck your gut lining. Artificial sweeteners, especially sucrose and aspartame, shown to disrupt microbial balance. Low-fat diets. Fats are crucial for hormone production and gut lining support. Overuse of antibiotics wipes out gut flora and damages intestinal lining. Lifestyle tips to cement gut health and testosterone. Hydrate deeply. Gut mucus needs water. Aim for 3 to 4 litres a day. Chew properly. Digestion starts in the mouth. Poor chewing leads to poor absorption. Reduce stress. Cortisol suppresses gut function and testosterone. Try breath work, sunlight walks, and sauna. Sleep deeply. Most gut repair and testosterone synthesis happens during deep sleep. Move every day. Lifting, walking, yoga all increase gut motility and testosterone. This isn't about being perfect, it's about reclaiming a lost connection. Gut health and testosterone aren't just 2 separate issues, they're one system. Your gut makes testosterone possible, and it might be the missing piece in your journey. If you're tired of feeling low energy, mood swings, stubborn fat, or feeling like you've lost your edge, this is the foundation. Start here, start now, fix the gut, watch testosterone rise. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.